My name is Robbie Catherine Anthony, and today I have the utmost privilege to present to you Solace. Solace is a mobile application for transgender and non-binary individuals to plot out their transition, receive feedback, get resources, and track their progress. We named it Solace because Solace can be understood as comfort or consolation in a time of sadness or distress. We sent out a survey and found out that 65% of people identified that they are in the early or middle stages of their transition, and many of them don't have the resources to move forward. They're stuck in transition. And when you're stuck in transition, that opens up a living hell of different things you have to deal with on an already difficult road. I can personally attest to that. So we found out that there are three main obstacles to those continuing their transition. We wanted to tackle that last one, access to information and resources. So to accomplish that, we built an app. We started with an MVP to prove that it was technically possible, and it did. It worked fabulously. So we actually turned out a prototype that we're going to switch over right now. This is Solace, and I'm excited to show it to you because it's a beautiful product, but I'm also pretty nervous because it's a personal product. So what you're about to see is my journey through Solace. You start by registering. Solace will ask you a question, starting with your name. For some users, this will be a profound experience because it's the first time they get to put their name down. The second thing is your pronouns. She, her, they, them, he, him. For myself, it's she and her. We're going to start our journey. We have many things that our users can select from, things that they might want to change, modify, or adopt for their own lives. They're legal, medical, or lifestyle things. For me, I needed to change my driver's license. That's a legal issue, so I'm going to add it to my list. I also need to start hormone replacement therapy, but I've been scared because I have no idea where to start. That's a medical thing I'm going to add. And then I'm going to add a lifestyle thing, just the existence of how to exist during transition. I've never bought a bra for myself because I have no idea how to do it, and I'm horrified to go into a retail environment and be made fun of. So I'm going to add that to my list to try to conquer that. I'm next going to my home screen. Solace is yet again asking how it can help me. So I'm going to start with my goals and progress. As you can see, once I checked off something, that progress bar at the bottom is move forward. 1 to 3 goals complete. I am no longer stuck in transition. I am moving forward. But let's take care of that driver's license item. So we hop into that and we can see real, credible advice on how to get this done. No longer are we looking at a forum with information cobbled together from anecdotal experience. This is real. And when I say I did it, I'm providing meaningful feedback that encourages and continues to compel me forward to keep going. We also have a news section. If you try to keep up on all the news in the trans community, it's like drinking water from a fire hose. It's difficult. But here we're actually curating and aggregating it, and Solace is lightly annotating it to say how it may impact you. And in this situation, it's education and career. In our last screen, Discover, I find this of profound importance, especially as a 6'4" trans woman who's miles away from being passable. I can discover different things that I might have never thought was possible for me, whether it's legal, medical, or lifestyle. And I can add it to my list so I have a continuing experience of transition and trying to become my complete self. And briefly, that is Solace. We had an amazing team this weekend. We were from many different places. Spokane, Washington is where Patrick and I hail from. Ari was from Austin, Texas. Juan Pablo was from León. And Diego was from Mexico City. We all picked things that we were intentionally uncomfortable with in terms to make our primary focus. So the fact that we got this far together as a team is nothing but a testament of what this kind of event can foster. But my favorite moment with our team is when we got together and we unanimously and spontaneously decided how we were going to make this company sustainable. And this is how we did it. We're making it a nonprofit. Typically these events boast a hockey stick type growth, but this product is too important to put behind a paywall. So we're going to seek to fuel our operations with grants, corporate sponsorships, and individual donations. We'd be seeking a fiscal sponsor our first year to ensure that we have that pass-through of donations. But just because we're a 501c3, that doesn't mean we haven't done our cash flow, pro forma, burn rates, and all those other aspects that are important. Just because profit's on our mind, we still have KPIs. Going back to that original 65%, our KPI is driving that number to 0. We can't do it alone though. We're going to need funders, we're going to need NGOs, other organizations that can help spread the word. There are great communities out there that have the capacity to help distribute Solace once made available. And what we've done is we've used technology to augment that phrase, it gets better, into how it gets better. And it's with that is my zeal, my magnum opus, my Solace.